Hello, children. Do you know that besides food and water, air is also very important in our life? All living beings, whether the human beings, plants, or animals, they breathe in the air. They cannot survive without air for more than a few minutes. So, children, let's learn more about air. Children, this module will enable you to know about number 1, the meaning of air. Number 2, the composition of air. Number 3, uses of the different gases that are found in air. Children, can you tell what do you understand about the word air? Yes, air is a mixture of gases that is present everywhere, whether we are staying in the plain areas or going near the beaches or we are there on the mountain areas, everywhere the air is present. And that is why whether the air is pure or polluted one, we all living beings breathe in the air. So let's learn about some of the features of air. Children, we cannot see the air, but the air is present in the nature. That is why we say that air is invisible. But even if it is invisible, we still feel the air when it blows. Air is colorless. That means you cannot predict or you cannot say what is the color of the air. It is odorless. Odorless means no smell. It is tasteless also. Now let's about the composition of air. The air that surrounds us is made up of different gases. It contains 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and the remaining 1% consists of water vapors, gases such as argon, helium, neon, carbon dioxide, ozone, etc. Children, now let's learn more about the uses of air. The first gas, that is the nitrogen gas, which covers 78%. It is a very essential nutrient for the plants. However, the plants, they do not use the nitrogen present in the air directly. Certain types of bacteria that are present in the soil, they convert the nitrogen into different forms, and that can be used by the plants. And the roots of the plants, they absorb the nitrogen from the soil. When the animals, that is the herbivores, when they consume the plants, they also obtain nitrogen along with other nutrients from them. And also children, as the nitrogen gas, it does not support burning. So the liquid nitrogen is used to extinguish the fire also. And a very interesting fact, children, that your potato chips, to prevent them from getting stale, the bags of the potato chips, they are filled with the nitrogen gas. And this nitrogen gas keeps these potato chips fresh for long. The second gas is the oxygen gas. We all know that oxygen is essential for the survival of living beings and they all need it for breathing. Besides breathing, oxygen is also needed for burning things. That is why we call it that oxygen supports burning. Children, as you can see in the picture, that the air contains oxygen which is necessary for burning. So, when the candle is covered with the tumbler, it uses the oxygen present in the gas. After the entire oxygen is used up, the candle cannot burn. On the other hand, the candle in the open continues to burn as it receives oxygen in sufficient amount from the air around it. Besides nitrogen, oxygen, air also contains other gases. It contains other gases like argon, neon, hydrogen, and helium. Children, you already know that the plants need carbon dioxide to prepare their own food by the process known as photosynthesis. All the animals directly or indirectly depend on the plants for food. And do you know that air contains only 0.03% of carbon dioxide by volume? Besides carbon dioxide being used in the process of photosynthesis, it is used in fire extinguishers also. Argon is one of the gas that is used in making the light bulbs and the fluorescent tubes. It is also found in the air in very less volume. Children, do you know that apart from these gases, air also contains water vapor and dust? Water vapor is formed due to the evaporation of water from different water bodies such as rivers, lakes, and seas. The amount of water vapor present in the air is known as humidity. This humidity, it varies from place to place and time to time. And you know that the places that are close to the coastal areas have more humidity than the places away from the sea. Similarly, air has more humidity during the rainy season than during the summer season. That is why during the rainy season we sweat a lot.